Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Welcome on in, fam. We are going to relax, take a breath, take a break with some House Flipper 2. Um, it's been a long week. Long week. We've done so much excitement in our Red Dead 2 playthrough that we're doing. Um, it, wow. So, it got so dark, so deep, so fast in our crime scene cleaner also that we were playing. So today is our nice, let's take a breather, let's relax, and let's jump into some House Flipper. Let's just tear down the walls, build up some things, clean up some things, get some organization in the chaos. Let's just do this. Okay, we have no houses at Crayfish Coast. These should be, yes, the Christmas house and the co-op house. Um, Halloween house and penthouse. We have one more house to do in the Coral Root Forest. I'm going to say we're going to start with Coral Root Forest. Dear Miss Peasy, I'm writing on behalf of Asenzo. Oh, that's the what do you call them? Competition. We're kind of remodeling houses. They're the ones that come in, demolish houses, and rebuild modern ones in their place. Um, we accomplished many successful projects in the Pina Cove region. Unfortunately, while finalizing the last one, we met some difficulties. Our client requested a few alterations. Oh, I guess they do cookie cutter builds. To the initial design of the house, which our team gladly provided. However, the hired contractor didn't deliver. Oh, so are they only an architectural firm? Like they don't actually build the thing, they hire somebody else to build the thing that they design? Hmm. Leaving us with half finished interior and floor frame half fin- bleh, half finished interior and door frames in place of some of the planned windows due to an order mix up. Oh, I guess they mixed up an order on what was doors and what was windows? Maybe. Since I've heard favorable opinions about you, I decided to entrust you with completing the remodeling. I hope the quality of your work will indeed match the Ascenso standards. Sincerely, Gladys Thorne. Well, from what I hear of their standards, yeah. But at least we're getting to finish it, so we can make it a little cozier than their uh, emotionalist drab. Like, we can attempt to do something with this, maybe, hopefully. Alright, so there's really, it says nothing for us to do out here. Um, Apparently you come in off the beaten track and suddenly have, like, this just feels weird. I didn't notice this last time. You'll notice this. The driveway goes straight to the sidewalk. Like, it doesn't veer over to the garage. They didn't line the garage itself up with the sidewalk. Like, they could have put the house over more that direction and had less of a side yard over there. And lined up the driveway and put more side yard on this side. No, no. They have us driving to the sidewalk. Yeah, see, I don't like this design company. Alright, we have to. It does not ask for it. Uh-oh. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? It does not ask for it, but we asked to do this. We have to. This is all manner of wrong. You don't have a decorative, whatever you want to call this lattice work here. With all, yeah. I don't think I've noticed this before. Maybe when you purchase this on the... I'm not sure that it's here if you purchase this afterwards. Like on the buyers, what you call it? The housing market. The after fact where you buy it for yourself and resell it. Okay, just out of curiosity, I just want to double check where this path is going. Ooh. Wonder if it'll let us get rid of those sticks. There's limbs. They're the size of many trees. Oh wow, it really goes through and around. Oh, this is where the construction crew was doing their thing. It looks like a turnaround spot, maybe? Oh. Like, they really left it, didn't they? It looks more like an abandoned den than it does a new construction house. Okay, okay. Yes, I know, we were just mowing the one little track. This is a large yard. I would not want to mow the whole thing. Maybe hit this real quick. I love how you can just go through the stump. Just to say that we cleaned up the walkway. It's a little trim here. It's not my responsibility to mow your yard. I am the house remodeler. I am not the maintenance person. Well, I am the maintenance person. The lawn person. The gardener. Alright. So, now that we've gotten, I think, all the grass off the sidewalks. Ooh, I keep hitting tab. That's the quest button. Not sure why I keep hitting tab. Like, it seems like the thing to do. Alright, let's see if we can get rid of some of these sticks. It probably won't let us. But we can see if it'll let us get rid of some of these. It won't. Why not? You want us to get the house ready and finish the build for your client, but you want to leave that in the yard? But it won't let us get rid of... Yeah, can't get rid of the tree either. Alright, so... I already see some staining. Like, this is supposed to be a fresh build, guys. Why do we got algae growing on the outside of it already? Like, what's the deal? Also, can someone get me a broom because it just feels weird vacuuming up uh leaves, or just change the animation for leaves to blowing maybe, because you could flip some vacuums from suck to reverse, right? To blow, right? It feels weird. All right. So, at least the entryway is nice. Kinda, sorta, you know. It's doable. Mm, do we start at the entry or do we start at the garage? Kinda nosy. Let's start the garage. Open sesame. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, okay. We can definitely start here. Let's get all this picked up. We found our trash cans. What the hey happened? Do we have another raccoon invasion? We had another raccoon invasion. I've said it before. These raccoons, man, they like to party. They like to party. They 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 like to party. They be in here doing they get it. Okay, stains, vacuum, trash. Got all the trash. Alright, that's the vacuuming. Stains, I'm going to assume, is this? Don't get me wrong, guys. The, uh, I like the little hand towel with the spray gun. But I feel like we need a mop. Like, if we're doing the floor, give me a mop. If I'm doing the wall, give me uh, or the furniture or something like that, give me the sponge. Like, can I pick? Peace? Thank you. Ooh, I can't even see that paw. Okay, there we go. Alright, this one is done. You know what? Let's turn this way. We will close the can. Oh, oh, Gladys. What shall we do?
Good morning. Gladys Thorne speaking. I'm calling to make sure you understand the assignment. I need everything to go smoothly from now on. Your job's pretty straightforward. Install the windows and take care of two unfinished rooms. One is a new guest bedroom on the second floor. The other is the office we want you to turn into a recreation room. And there's also the mess caused by the former crew's incompetence. Cleaning it up is also part of your task. Well, initially, our client wanted to have a place to work in peace. Now, he decided a vacation home would be more reviews. He hopes he'll get to relax in this unique forest location. And he wants no screens in the house so he can forget about his job. In
What does he do?
Ascenso, we pride ourselves on granting our clients' wishes, as well as maintaining their confidentiality. So that's all I can tell you about his motivations. And it should be more than enough for you to do your job well. Good luck,
Oh,
and have a good day.
rude? Okay. So it was going to be an office, and then Homer decided he wanted a vacation home. Alright, that works. We'll stick the trash can like that. Well, the bathroom slash laundry down here doesn't look bad. Unfortunately, yeah. More raccoon prints. Alright, I feel like we just need to start selling some of this. There's a lot here. Like, seriously? They ordered doors for where the windows go and framed it in as doors. Yeah, that could be an issue. Before we close that off, let's make sure we have all the trash, because that's our fastest way to get rid of the trash there. Do 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 do. I do like this ivy thing we got going on here, though. Is it staying? Yeah, it's staying. Tell me it's staying. It's staying. Oh, they used pallets just to block that one off. Oh, that's great. Alright. Excuse me. Slight tickle in the throat. Okay, ba 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 ba. More vacuuming of leaves. The irony. I wish there was a button to improve the vacuuming, like, what do you call it? The area of effect, the range of the vacuum. Like maybe something in the tool section or whatever. There's not at this time. That doesn't mean there might not be something later. Although in all the other editions that I've seen, I have never seen them actually add something skill wise extra. So it's one of those we'll see. We'll see if they actually add something like that. We don't hold our breath for it. Where's the rest of the vacuuming? Oh, like coffee beans or something all over the floor. Okay, there's a lot of trash. Like, what kind of construction crew is it? They left their hard hats and stuff. Like, that's their personal PPE normally. I thought construction workers bought that themselves. I'm not sure what that envelope business is. Um. Okay, well there's that. Is there any other trash? We just want to take all the trash at once, maybe. Oh, there's another washer. Dang. Someone tell me I'm not the only one impressed that this house has two washers. Like, it practically has, well, it has two floors, right? I was gonna say it practically has two floors. No, it has two floors between the garage, well, what will be the rec area, but is currently office area. And yeah. And then you have this main, like, living space. I'd count that as two floors. Alright, I think that's mostest of the trashes part. Possibly, 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 possibly. Whoop. Oh! No, that don't work out. Falling, falling, falling. Oh, you're gonna have issues, are you? Oh, you're multiplying even. Why is my trash bags not going in? Okay, let's try the other trash can. That one went in. Why you gotta be so complicated? Huh, Avril? Why you gotta be so complicated? Alright, get the rest of the leaves out of this room. Finish this back porch area, and then we'll the sell those last two. I guess they're supposed to be windows. I've been using them as doorways. Because, well, technically they're the screw up in a door frame from the last construction crew, so yeah. It works. Okay, so we just have this. We just have this. Going places, doing things. Eat. Alright, last two things to sell. Oh, we just turned it into a cave. Alright, come on. Tell me we have, yes, we have windows to buy to replace. Let's get some light back in here. Open this sucker back up. One, a two, three, four. Ooh, get in the right spot. Get in the right spot. Five, six, seven. Nice. I still say it should have let me sell that branch and stuff. Also, why is there not a like a little step walk out onto this patio? Like you could see the patio, you could watch people out here, but you can't go out to there from here. That's kind of yeah. I don't know. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Okay, now we can walk through there. Snap to grid is not working. We need precise placement. Bada bing, bada boom. Hey, hey, hey. Alright, we'll put a lamp with the armchair. Um, Squeeze that into that corner. Squeeze this one over here. I don't know, we're just like making things up as we go. Shelf. Shelf? Where do we put shelf? Um, where do we put it? No, that won't work. Hmm. Let's put it right up here. Next to the planter. Obviously you can reach the planter because it's being taken care of. And then we'll slide the music system in there. Be like, hey, 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 hey. Alright, shelf. Oh, I should have done the carpet first. Oh, this one's not going to matter. It's going to let me just slip it underneath here. There we go. Although, whoever thought that a glass coffee table in the same room with uh, where I'm about to put down a pool table has obviously not spent a lot of time around pool tables. Because let me tell you, when it's close to time to replace those bumpers, like if you did not know this, when it's close to time to replace those bumpers, those balls, if you hit it at a bumper that has been softened, will jump smooth off the table and ramp like like a freaking RC car or something like that, or yeah, they will ramp right off the table and go flying across, hit things, bounce, roll like everywhere. You don't want breakables anywhere near a pool table. I'm just saying, it's a fact. right. Nice little plant there. Okay, let's see. What do we got? What's in the box? Um, there's that. What is this? Is that a sculpture full of... Is that full of coffee beans? Okay, yeah. No, don't question. Just don't question. Safest thing, don't question. Romeo and Juliet. You know what? It's small enough. It's small enough. We're just gonna put the Rubik's Cube on top of this little shelf here. Oh, is this gonna be? This is gonna be all the pool balls. Okay. All right. All right. Let's just drop this here. They could have given me the little triangle thing you put them in first. I bet you that's gonna be in here, and I bet it's gonna be at the bottom. Who wants to take dibs with me? Oh, they didn't. Well, that's a miracle. Are we supposed to buy one? No. Okay. You do you, Willis. I can't tell what that is inside there. Like, it looks like some kind of bean or something. I'm going to assume it's a coffee bean. It's not a planting, like, planter. So it's not like a soul or something. For all I know, it could be pinto beans. I- As a member of the Pasty People Club, this looked like some Pasty People BS. Like, I'm not sure what this is. I don't know what the brain thought was there with that. Yeah, it's something strange, something strange. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I can't remember what they said this room was going to be. Like, wait. What was it? The other room's the bedroom. Guess we'll find out in a minute. Excuse me one second. Sorry. Bit of a cough. Also, is anyone else having problems hearing the game? Like, normally we have background music going this whole time. Let me check our sounds. Hmm. Our sounds look good. Do, do. It's so weird. I'm hearing them a little bit now. Sorry about that. It just seemed like we were in silence there. I'm used to it going from one like elevator music song to the next. Nobody likes awkward silence. Okay, so we're gonna obviously have to finish tiling the floor there. Do we have to do anything in here? Oh, we don't have to do nothing in here. Okay, there's nothing in here, just all the doors got opened. And the window's fine. Technically, we don't have to do anything. I'm just gonna keep checking to see if I have to do anything. If there's like this unsightly mess across here. So, to alleviate me looking in this room every 5 seconds going, did I forget to do something? We are going to just pick up ever so slightly this stuff off the floor. There we go. Room done. Oh, you know, I don't think I ever noticed how reflective the reflection was. Ironically, though, we can't see ourselves in the reflection, but there is a self. Like, you see it when we bring our hands forward, that there's a hand, there's something there. And you see it when we're doing co-op. I want to see. Ah, look, did y'all notice that? The pink box just sits there until we replace it. It doesn't float, it doesn't move with us. Huh. Interesting, interesting, discovering new things. Probably non-important things, but new things. Alright, so let's back out, shut that door. Might as well finish the cleanup part of this area. It's a lot of raccoon totos. I'm pretty sure it was just one guy this time. Like that first fish house where we first ran across raccoon prints though. That could have been a whole party. I'm fairly certain this was just one this time. Alright. Is that all of them? This says 5 more stains. I'm betting they're in the kitchen proper. Since there's no doorway between the two. Oh no, we missed a broken plate. Okay, stand that back up. Alright. What is that? Oh, it's a clock that just got knocked over. I was so confused for a second there. I know y'all heard it. The confusion in my voice? I was confused. Alright. Not sure if we're keeping or selling, but we're definitely standing it back upright. I don't know who ever thought of putting their pots and pans in the top like that, but you know, you do you, boo boo. We still have some stains. We gotta find where these other stains are. We still have some stuff to sell. Okay, let's walk around and see what we have. Oh, no. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay, yes. Yes. Oh, are we not cooking anymore? Apparently we're not cooking anymore. Um... Do we need to sell that clock? That's strange. Keeping that, keeping that. Oh, selling that. Okay. You know what? I'm setting them up here and I didn't even think to check. Are we selling this? Are we keeping this? Like what's going on? Okay, so we're at least we're keeping that. Chairs are fine. That's fine. Although if this is a vacation home, these are a lot of plants that someone's going to have to take care of for a vacay house. Okay, he did say he wanted the electronics sold because he doesn't want to have to deal with looking at screens anymore. I'm going to assume he works in IT or something normally. Um, we need to sell a couple of. There's a canister somewhere we need to sell to. Okay, I guess. Okay, that was a canister. I could have swore it didn't have me sell it before. Um, oh, for to shame. There's someone in the chat wanting a ban hammer. Alright, what windows is this? Okay, not that one. That one. Okay, that door frame. Get that. That's a door frame. Is that all? Oh, it is all. Where's these other stains, though? Is it what's on the couch here? I bet it is. I bet it is. No, no, we still have two more. Okay. One more, one more. No, not there. Oh, another footsie. We missed a speck of dirt from the footsie. Alright. Well, if we're not going to have a TV here, I guess we can throw the couch on this wall, right? I'm not sure where that goes either. It's like this is supposed to be a piece of artwork. But you don't put a lamp on the floor, so okay, I'll stick it there for now. Um, 5 windows. Okay, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, 3 transoms. I guess. Is it still a transom if it's going over? Okay, so transoms are small windows that goes over doors in between rooms in a house for airflow. Would it still be a transom if it A is going to the outside and not in between rooms inside, and B it's over a window, not over over a door. These are the things I ask myself. They're probably very irrelevant, but I still ask them. Do I get answers for them? Most of the time not. Unless I feel like doing the whole, hey, stupid box to my Google machine. Alright. So they want us to have two of these. Feel like that's a tripping hazard. I also feel like this is one too many chairs for this room. If we take and we put that there, and then we put this here, then it's kind of out of the way. And it just becomes an extra chair for extra company, right? And then if we take and kind of halfway line this up, because we still have to leave at least a walkway through here. Alright, floor lamp there. Saying good morning then lurking while you build your house and stuff. Thank you, Tally. Yeah, we started early today. I was up early. We normally run late on these days anyway once we get going into the houses, so I started early. And I understand the lurking and the minimizing. This is a first person only game, and I cannot help that, and I know it makes you sick to your tummy. I still think it's silly that we have co-op, so they have bodies that you can see. So you can see your co-op person's, like, body and self. But yet, there's no way to put it in third person so you can see your own body and self. It's silly. I love you too. Thank you for showing up, my friend. I have been sitting here just talking to myself. But that's okay. I talk to myself anyway. Even when I'm not recording for YouTube and Twitch and the things. Oh, we do get a door for out here. Okay, okay, so there is a door for this room. And that makes that area done. What are we needing to... Wondering what we're needing to retile, refinish in here. With the raw concrete finish. Surely it will tell us. Oh. I wish I would have known that before we moved the couch. Apparently we did not like that much green marble. Ad break coming in 1 minute. Alright, I think this room is done. This room says it's done, but like the bedroom, it has things dumped over, so we're picking all the things up. I still can't believe that there's a washing machine in the upstairs bathroom and a washer and dryer in the downstairs bathroom. Like, that's a little overkill for one person. Buy. Oh, we forgot to sell that doorway. Okay, buy a new door. Now I can at least talk to self while you listen. Yes, that is true. I can do that. All right, let's get our surfaces from the living room and bring them back to this hallway. I'm wondering what constitutes this being a separate room. There is no arch, there's no doorway, there's nothing framed out. It's pretty much an open hallway. So I'm wondering how the game determines that that's a hallway. Because I've done self builds and it doesn't look like a hallway type kind of thing when you do a like a build your own. Huh. I've never really thought about it before. The things you think of randomly when you're setting building things by yourself. It's video game logic, as Shaded would say. I spoke to her last night. She is probably sleepy night night right now. She was still awake when I went to bed. Alright. We have our last room to do. Not quite sure what it's going to be yet. It'd be my surprise and your surprise. It does have two surface finishes. And we didn't finish selling things. Oh, sell the things. And sell that thing. Alright. Let's get the flooring in first, shall we? Because we know this is going to be flooring. There is some other surface finishes shown. We're going to assume that is wall finishes, maybe? Is there any... Oh, there's paint, too. Alright, alright. So let's paint. Because the painting... Okay, okay. I know. That's windows. It's like, why don't we... Are we only painting there? That's because we're going to put back in some windows. Okay. I got you. Now we're cooking with Crisco. Sometimes it's questionable if we are or not, you know. The lights are home, but nobody's home. The lights are home. The lights are on, but nobody's home. I am very tired today. I blame Tally. I lie, I lie, I lie. It's not her fault. I stayed up. She just happened to be there. And then I said I was going to bed like a good little Lalafell, and I did not. I stayed up last night doing my uploads and hanging out with Tally and Keys and having a fine time. And then I was like, I'm so sleepy. All of my YouTube uploads are done. I'm gonna go to bed. I went to bed and ended up doom scrolling on my phone. Because the second I laid down, I could not breathe. And I thought we were out of allergy season, so I don't know what my face and my body is trying to do to me, but I think it's trying to kill me. Because it is very confused. Allergy season is nope, but yet I keep waking up with matted eyes, and the last few nights I keep either getting the snuffles or just can't plain can't breathe at all. So it's got to be something in the air or something with my sinuses. You can finish the job now. It lies. We only have 1 star. We don't finish the job with 1 star. We have 3 stars. Unlike the hobos that ran out of here while putting pallets and boards over where windows and stuff were supposed to be. Alright. Okay, all the painting is done. This was the only room left. So we're going to go ahead and sell that paint. Um, let's buy our windows. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it does not have any other windows other than those. Um, it does say buy a bed, so this is going to be an extra bedroom. Surface finishes. It looks like the oak and this green marbly business is the only 2 finishes. And it wants me to put them on 2 walls. Well, oh, yeah, it's not letting me. I just tried putting down the concrete and it said no no. It said nay nay. I guess we're putting down green marble on not 1 but 2 accent walls. I mean, the client gets what the client wants, but I'm questioning their choices in life. They don't stop me from judging them. I could see doing this behind the bed or on like 1 accent wall, but on two walls seems a little excessive. Kind of busy as well, but not my house. I don't have to EP night night in this room. Ba boom. Okay, okay. Walls, floors, all the things done. Alright, let's get rid of the boxes. Get those out of our way. Now let's do a bedroom, guys. Okay, the only wall that doesn't have anything on it is this one, so that's where we're going to say is where the bed goes. Although the fact that there's doors in 2 different areas means I am not sleeping on that side of the bed because that's just like a feng shui nightmare, man. That's where the intruders come in and grab your feet at night. And even if you flipped it and put it with the headboard against the windows, which could be a thing, I mean, I could see someone doing that, you still would end up with at least 1 door right by your toes. Only it'd be the opposite side of the bed's toes. So, damned if you do and damned if you don't, maybe, kinda. But granted, if they're not putting drapes on the windows, it'll easily let me put the furniture there because it's not going to have anything to argue with me about. However, IRL, this would not be idea because I would, yeah, that'd be waking up with the sunlight right in your face every day. Not just every day, every day. Alright, we got a light. Um, bedside lamps. Yes, please. Windows that large, you better hope you don't have any neighbors close by. Um, okay, wardrobe. Yes. This actually works out pretty nicely if you put the bed there. There's just enough room for a desk on this side. I wonder if that's what they intended. I'm pretty sure it's out there somewhere because normally they have a thing where like someone from the team or a designer or something goes through and plays the game for everyone while having like talks about their decisions and why they did the thing that they did. I actually wouldn't mind finding one of those uh, for this game because there has been times that I've questioned my whole self identity because of the choices that they made when they built this game. Hmm, like, am I going crazy? Like, what were you thinking? Maybe I'm not thinking clearly. Because obviously one of us wasn't. Alright, last piece. Nice wall piece here. Okay, fill in this spot. Bam! Look at us go. 1 hour in, and we have it. Dum dum dum. Finish job now. We will earn 31,969. Yes, please. I still say whatever type of whatever you want to call that they had me put in the basement was some weird pasty people bullshit. Like it looked like coffee beans inside modern art. I don't know. It was weird. I finished the assignment within deadline and with no negative feedback too. It's rarely that I don't need to adjust our projects to include human error. I must admit I'm impressed. I'll keep you in my mind for future last minute adjustments. Thank you. Always happy to help. Cool beans. Alright, so that finished up Coral Forest. Alright, we have Christmas, um, the co op, Halloween. Oh, looks like we have, at this moment, other than the holiday ones in the co op, all we have left is the, I call it the penthouse. I think it's more supposed to be a studio. Um, Hi there. I'm preparing for my debut stand up comedy show at Pina Cove Community Center. Unfortunately, it turns out I'm allergic to pollen and dust, and it gets really bad in spring. My doctor recommended getting rid of carpets, curtains, and everything else that can collect dust. So my artsy apartment needs to become more sterile. I mean like minimum decor and simple furnishings. Also, please take care of my rundown bathroom and kitchen. My ex used to say that their state is an unfunny joke. Best regards, Simon W. Maybe it could be a loft. It's not one room, so I think it counts as more than a studio. I do, however, wish that there was more of these in the game. The apartments, that is. It's the only one like it that we have. I just find it interesting. Granted, we could buy and sell it and keep redoing the same apartment over and over again. That's not the issue. But it's the same one over and over again. I feel like it needs to be expanded on a little bit. But they are still coming out with features on the game. Oh, Simon. Simon, what do you want? I didn't even make it in the door.
Hello, it's Simon Whitman. Thanks for helping with my dust wars. My artistic place is just perfect for allergies.
Artistic
Although,
in air
maybe
quotes,
we could
yeah.
keep one brick wall? You know, like those often seen in comedy clubs? Oh, by the way, I have a joke for you. Why did the ex-boyfriend steal his girlfriend's radiator? Because she told him she needed more space.
You're a comedian,
An
right?
aspiring one. I mean, I have an upcoming show, so I guess that counts. But most nights I guard construction sites for Ascenso, mainly from pests, rodents, and lost tourists. Looking at my life, comedy just writes itself.
Want to hear
Well, I
construction
didn't
goes?
expect to hear a joke from you, but it seems today's my lucky day.
I have never
Let's
noticed
hear
that.
it. Hmm. This joke has potential, but
Ugh.
I think it needs better foundations. After some fixes, you'll nail it. Anyway, thanks for taking care of my dusty apartment. Meanwhile, I'm
Dusty's
off
an
to prove my
understatement.
career is not a joke. Have a
Like,
good one.
what the hey, man? There's like muddy footprints and potato chip crumbs and. Oh. Like, when was the last time somebody ran a vacuum over this carpet? I don't think his problem is the furniture and stuff. I think the problem is that Homer don't know how to freaking clean. He's got mold going under this water thingamajiggy because. Well, I don't even know why because. The fridge is wide open with nothing but to-go containers and takeout. Yeah, this whole place needs a makeover. Alright, we still have one more stain. Is it near one of the windows? Hmm. You know, let's just start selling some of this stuff. Maybe we'll find what we're looking for under everything. Jeez. His allergies wouldn't have anything to do with all these plants he has hanging out here too, would they? Ah, found the stain. It's behind the door. Alright. All the shoes stay apparently. Mirror stays. Another shoe? Don't ask. Just don't ask, self. That's all I'm saying. Are these shelves made out of particle board? Oh, Lord. I mean, I've seen some IKEA furniture in this place, but, like... Yeah. Oh, this bathroom needs help. Like, they weren't lying. Okay, we can't sell that plant pot thing. Yeah, I'm just yeah. I, English I speak, I swear. Apparently, I don't speak it today, but I do speak. Jeez. That moment you pick up the rug and it has like 10 pounds of dirt underneath it. That's actually kind of relatable. Okay, this is going to be a lot of garbage cleanup. Do do do. Okay. That's all the trash in here. I do at some point need to go through and wash all the windows. From the windows to the walls. Yes, yes, I went there. Alright, I think that's actually all the trash in the house. I'm fairly certain. We do have some cleaning, wiping down, vacuuming, and stuff like that to do still. But at least the trash is up. And it looks like we might have sold everything that we needed to sell for the most part as well. Still have some things to buy, but we're making progress. Tis progress. Tis progress. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, 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 okay. Let's go ahead and get the loft part. The bedroom area, the sleeping area. Let's get it done. Just like completely finish this up. Okay. Now, let's do the windows. There's only 3 of them up here. Nice and shiny, nice and shiny. Beautimus, beautimus. Last one. Squeaker, squeaker. Alright. So that is this upstairs done, complete. Paint, paint. They want me to paint some stuff. Let's pick the white paint because. Got my Velcro sounds going on. Wonder if that's the only splash of color it's going to let us have in this place. Let's step to the other rooms first before I decide if I want to paint the whole thing white or. Oh no, we get choices. I'm not sure how I feel about that though. I might do it in the kitchen. Or the bathroom. We'll go with white for the rest of the house though. Nice and clean. They did want clean. Oh no, out of paint. Okay, that's all that's needed for up here. We just got to buy furniture. Let's take and place our paint bucket downstairs. Okay, so it's out of the way. Let's buy a handrail for this area where we sold those boards. Safety first, as always. Okay. Oh, look, we get air conditioning. Although, okay, it's making us buy a mini split unit looking thing. However, we're in a industrial style building that has an air duct running through the middle of it in two parts with vents. I'm unsure what the point of the air duct with vents is if we're having to buy a mini split as well. I'm just saying, like, that seems strange. It's more of that game logic. Alright, put thermostat right here. Little air purifier. Okay, okay. Bed. Let's see, the last bed was like somewhere right in here. Actually, you know what? Let's line it up with where that television is. that right? That's right. Okay. Hmm. Alright. Well, it only makes sense since the mirror's over here that the wardrobe goes on this side of the room. Nightstand on that side. Okay. It's a nice armchair and ottoman. I guess we can place it over here. Maybe the ottoman at the end of the bed. Okay, we got rid of 4 posters for 1 poster. Like, I guess that's an upgrade. Okay, and we have 1 lamp. You know what? Let's place the lamp right there. And let's place our chair, because it made us sell the chair that was here at the desk. So let's place the chair there. An unboxing. What are we getting? A bottle of cleaner. Here, let's move this over here. We have a whole open dresser top that we can place things on. La la! Okay. The loft is complete. The bedroom area. Back downstairs. Let's get some of this vacuumed. Hello, Shaded. No worries. Yeah, we started like an hour early today. I was up. We normally run over with this game because of the houses that we're doing and whatnot. So I just figured we start a little early today. We still have 30-ish minutes left. We did 1 house. That was finishing a modern style home. And now we are doing a lofted apartment in the city. From a guy that thinks he's a comedian, calls it his artist apartment. But yeah, I'm totally questioning a lot of things. Like this guy was he I'm having to take and minimalize down this apartment because he had to go to the doctor because he has allergies. And everything I have pulled out of here is dirty as, yeah, like nasty dirty. Like, dude, you don't have allergies. You just need to learn how to clean up after yourself. I don't know that he's mentally unstable. I mean, he thinks he's a comedian, but he works as a security guard. But I didn't find any of his jokes funny. Like, the funniest part about his jokes was the fact that they weren't funny. Yeah, he thinks he's a comedian. He has his first gig coming up. And he doesn't need his sinuses getting in the way of his comedian gig. So we're cleaning the house. and getting rid of like all the curtains and uh, whatnot, and things that can hold dust and dander and all the things. Plus, he wanted a kitchen and bathroom makeover, which I totally understand because let me tell you, I wouldn't have used the bathroom. Like it was scary. It was one of those places you peek in the door and go, yeah, nope, I can hold it. Okay, we still have some we can sell. Oh, that big plant. Okay, big plant. Yes, yes, yes. All right, painting, painting. Paint before we do other things. We can trying to make sure that we can reach everything it wants us to paint. Actually, you know what? Let's do these guttering pieces first. Oh, we're still leaving some brick. He wanted to leave some brick. But because of the allergies and the crevices and the fact that brick can hold like dust and whatnot, we're getting rid of some brick as well. We're doing both. We're keeping some, we're covering some. I think we're keeping the one wall behind me. Okay, yeah, we're keeping that part right there to honor the brick. I it's called allergy meds, dude. Yeah, I'm thinking it's more like called clean up after yourself, my man. Like he had mold growing around a water tank and like there was things growing in the bathroom that should not have been there like algae on the walls and yeah, it's more like just clean up after yourself, my dude. Mhm, 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 mhm. At least they're not having us cover the concrete too. Like I can see them making us cover this brick part because these brick parts have patches on them where it has the concrete block showing through. Should put Sabian in cleaning mode around him. Yeah, I know, right? Lefty as well. Lefty hits cleaning mode and I just stand back out of the way because it's safest. See, like, look at this bathroom. There was like plywood across half where a wall should have been. The doorway with a curtain because there was no door. Uh, all the things, the nasties. This was over the tub, which also looked like it had the white and the green stuff on it. And then there was a toilet that was, yeah, it had, no. It was no, no. No, no. Nay, nay! I can't remember his name. That comedian, uh, large guy, he might have been Canadian. He sounded slightly Canadian. Um, John started with a P. I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah, the Nene dude. Yeah, that's what I hear in my head. Nene. Yes, him. Love his work. That's what I hear when I look around this house. Especially when I got to the kitchen and started looking around the stuff in the kitchen, and I just walked in there, started looking around, and was just like, nope, and started deleting things. So let's sell you, let's sell you, let's sell you. Yeah, no, we're not keeping you either. Let's sell you. Alright, where is... This shows one thing to vacuum. I see nothing. Okay. Liverdool? Oh, it's under the bike over here. Okay. Okay, for starters, just for starters, let's go ahead and build this proper wall and put a proper door in place to section off this bathroom versus two pieces of plywood and a freaking curtain. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with using a curtain as a doorway, but if you have a choice between a door or a curtain for the bathroom, I think that a door would be appropriate. Like, let's just jack the door off a bedroom or something. Like, you need a door on a bathroom. Don't nobody want to walk in and see you doing your private business. Yeah, close it up and pretend the bathroom never happened. Yeah, sounds good to me. You have no door but a very thick tablecloth for your door. Yeah, no, I can't do that. Like, I have a door. When we first moved in, the door to our bathroom didn't latch. It was a door, but it wouldn't latch at all. Like, there was something wrong with the door latch, and I don't mean the lock. Like, I mean like literally the part where you turn the handle and the little clicky do that holds the door in place. Like the slightest breeze would have just blown it right open. That was the first thing I fixed before we even unpacked the first box. It still doesn't have a locking mechanism, and I even have a little sign that I made that has like sailboats and stuff on it that's taped onto the door. That's like, we have no lock, so please, so therefore please knock, or like I can't even remember. It was some cute little rhyme that I had come up with at the time. Yeah, no, I need a door. I have lived in a place before where I just had a curtain, or should I say where I had to put up a curtain, and that was we ended up, because I didn't have a full curtain, I ended up putting one of those bamboo mini blind shade things in front of it. But yeah, curtain please. Alright, that's all the painting things for in here. Let's move that outside. Let's get some tiles. What kind of tiles? What color? Okay, that's white. Large sandstone. Back. Hmm. You know what? I think we're gonna do the big. This might be a little weird. I don't know. We're rolling with this. We're gonna do the big tiles on the walls. And then I want to do these little gray ones across the floor. Okay, thermostat? They got a thermostat in every room? We already put one up in the bedroom where they put the first little air thing in. There's not even an air thing, just a radiator. And apparently we have another thermostat. Okay. Um, is what it is. Alright. Uh, let's move these tiles out of the way. Da da da. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're gonna go with that. Place that there. Okay, previously we had a sink here. I can't remember what sink height is, but we're just gonna go with it. Alright, let's put this here to keep all of our, like, you know, this guy probably needs, like, beard trimming stuff and whatnot. Toilet paper holder, very important. Towel rack. You know what? This little mini shelf with all these candles probably needs to go over here. I'm just saying. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the cutest of them all? My Lala is. I had like 3 people whisper me throughout the night last night, telling me how adorable I was dancing with all the big kids, being like one of the only Lalas everywhere I went. I'm like, I'm adorable, I know. I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, thank you so much. Okay, the doorway for the bathroom is here. That's a weird carpet. I wish I looked half as good as my tune. Oh, let's not even. Yeah. There was a time in my life where I was on a freaking powerlifting team lifting weights on a regular basis, had a full 6 pack, and literally just like throwing things wherever I wanted to throw and doing all the like, oh, you need that lawnmower deck lifted so you can change the blades? No, don't worry about it. Here, let me lift it for you, Dad. Oh, I don't know if I tried to do that today, if I'd break my back or if I'd herniate something else. Alright. Now that's a bathroom I would use. A little bit too modern for my taste, actually, as far as aesthetics go. Like I'm not really a modern type girl. I'm very eclectic. Um, Personally, I prefer um, either Victorian or actually I'd say more Edwardian. But I also like the I'm not sure what you'd call this tiling, this crazy wild colored pattern tiling thing. Um, Boho type kind of thing. But you know, it's better than it was. Yeah, well, eclectic is a mix of many styles. Like on the, for instance, I like eclectic style music, but I have very eclectic music taste. I think the crazy tiles like that with all the different colors, the kind of 1960 hippie vibe type kind of thing. I think that's considered, it's like boho chic or something or another is what that's called. I think. It's been a hot minute since I um, really deep dived into that. Oh, when hippies were real hippies? Oh, yeah, like that. Alright, surface finishes. We gotta patch this floor here in front of the bathroom. Okay, paint. Let's go ahead and get this wall that's a mix of a lot of things. You know, the other thing that I don't get with this build was, did I? Did they? I don't get why we're not having to paint the ceilings. Like, even if we didn't do the ceiling out here, because that's understandable, like, that would take whole scaffolding of to get there. But we could at least paint this and make it so much lighter and brighter down here. Less cave-ish. Um, a peanut butter crunch blender from Scooters that has 3 shots of espresso in it. It sounds delicious. I'm not sure what a Scooters is, but it sounds delicious. Alright, we don't need any flooring in here. No, we just have those surface finishes. So I'm pretty certain we can sell all this, all of the this and the that. Well, we still have paint left over. I was going to put some of that orange paint down somewhere. But if this is the only wall we're painting and I have paint left over, I'm not going to buy new paint. Scooters is a coffee drive-through. Today was National Drive-Through Day. Oh, nice. I did not know that. Cool beans, cool beans. Alright, so that's all the painting for the whole place. Done, done. We're getting there, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. You know, we might finish early, guys. Alright, let's get all the bottom cabinets first. I know we did the fridge over here before. But that's not going to really work, is it? I mean, think about it. You put the fridge here. Yeah, the windowsill blocks the door. So, will it fit down here? Oh, that's perfect. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we'll put it on this end this time. Now to do the cabinet rearrange. That's the first one. There's the second. Alright. I think this is what I want to do. I'm going to put this one here. Right? We have... Oh, okay, okay, no, no. There's enough room to put this here. Slide that down. Put that one there. Okay, that's going to be our oven. And we still have one more. Let's see if it works. No, it's a dishwasher. Oh, gosh dog it. A did not realize that was a dishwasher. Um. Okay, here's the question. Can we get the drawers out? Yes. I mean, they don't... They open enough you can get stuff out of them. Okay. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. And we put the dishwasher between the stove and the sink. Alright. Okay, and there is the top burner. Now we just have to figure out this mess. Okay, I think that's where we're going to put it. Right there lined up. There's a little crack at the top. But, you know, it's okay. It's okay. We can do this. Alright, and we'll put this next. What exactly is normal, Lotus? The crack at the top? Okay. So, my dad did some construction for a time. And I helped the construction business stuffs. So, I can tell you this. Cabinets that he would help install, if they were dropped down and had a large gap, normally you'd put like a shelving or something or whatnot above it with a little bit of trim, and then that would be a place for people that had collectibles and stuff that they wanted to display in their kitchen would display. Uh, and that's fine and dandy. That's expected. Like I said, if it's a really tall ceiling, you put that shelving up there. You put your display of all your stuff. If it's a low ceiling like this and there's a small crack or gap like that, that's only a couple inches, that's for dust collectors to go. Exactly. But the small crack like that, that's not how it's supposed to be. That somebody got freaking lazy. Because what's supposed to has happened there is you're supposed to actually put a trim or molding piece anywhere from like a layered, one of those layered moldings that's like 4 to 6 inches wide, takes like 2, 3 pieces to get to it. You're supposed to put one of those across the top right there. Like build a molding to make it built in. Oh, that's what that gap in that space is for. It's what it's supposed to be for. Now, is that what actually happens most of the time? No. But that's what, when you go to a properly built house that has had custom cabinets installed by a professional cabinet maker who, I'm not going to say knows what they're doing, but is getting paid the right price to do what he's supposed to do, that's what you're going to get. Oh, the contractor won't take their time to do it. You have that's going to be your custom cabinet installers, your cabinetry installer's job. That's a totally different work crew. That's also an extra paycheck that you have to pay, which is why a lot of people, at least a lot of people here in the states, don't do that because nobody wants to pay those extra fees that you have to pay to get a professional to actually do the job properly. Close enough. You know what? You know what? Put the microwave there. They're not going to let me sell this crate, are they? Just throw it in the shower, it's fine. Actually, I was thinking about just throwing it under the cabinet here because they won't let me delete the box it comes in, or the crate that's shipped in or whatever. How's that? How's that? Will it fit there? There we go. You know what? Bam! Fits perfect. Right there. Oh, the crate? No, I can't trash it. I can't sell it. Yeah. It has a whole lot of FU buttons. You know what? I'm actually wondering. Let's take the pan. Put it there for now. Let's try to pick up the stack again. Huzzah! Ba da 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 da. Slide that to the back. I have a set of these. Like IRL. I very much love them. They're like a set of tiny pans with flowers and stuff on them. You can use them on warm in the stove, like in the oven on low, or on the stove in the stove on warm. They're somewhere across between serving pans and but not quite cooking pans. I mean, you could cook as long as you weren't doing like a high heat something, you know. But they're pretty enough that you can go straight. You're supposed to be able to go straight from like stove to table. Alright, you know what? I can't do this in real life, but in game we are going to slide that over. The pots and pan drawer's not closing. Why? Okay, it closed now. It's not opening. Not questioning it anymore. Okay, put that in there. Close that back up. You know what? Looks gravy to me. I kind of like this little glass opening thing they got around it. I mean, it's far enough away from the stove that it's not going to get too oily too fast, but it lets enough light in there and lets it kind of be open to the other room, but at the same time would probably trap some of the heat and stuff in. I just wish that it went across like through here to make a more of a doorway, and maybe done something similar over on the other side. But it's kind of neat. Dutch oven, a couple little set pots. I love the Dutch oven even. Out of all the IRL rules they decided to follow, it was that one with the cabinet and drawers. I know, right? Also, same about the Dutch oven. I love my cast iron Dutch oven. I don't get to use it as much um, because I'm the only person that can lift it. So, um, it doesn't get the use that I want to get out of it, but I still love it all the same. I have one of those old school enamel coated cast iron. I call it a Dutch oven. It's the same size of as a Dutch oven, but it doesn't have the it has the lid, but it doesn't have the indents. You can actually fire cook with it outside over fire. But it's like the Dutch oven used for in the house for in your home oven that has the enamel coating and stuff on it. That's like old school from the 1950s or some whatever. I don't have a clue. Great grandma, love you. We even have a cast iron skillet. Yeah, I have I have two. I have a small cast iron that does a skillet that I can do a single serve uh cornbread, or I have a double. I use the double for the cornbread actually. The single one I use for if I'm making like some quick biscuits or something, like homemade biscuits. Where do we put this? I don't want to put it over the windows over there. Maybe put it right here above the door. Yeah, I mean, I have the regular, like, your normal pot and pan set too, but nothing beats the cast iron stuff. Okay, so that must be an alarm system. Okay, there's another thermostat. Oh, he has another air purifier. Oh, good gracious. Okay, let's put this over here. Roomba. All right, we'll put you over here, Rosie. Yes, I just called the Roomba Rosie. Just throwing it out there. That's what I named my Roomba. My Roomba is Rosie. Rosie is named after the robot on the Jetsons. She my maid. She's not a very good maid. She likes to get stuck under furniture and stuff, but she my maid nonetheless. A nope robot if you have pets. Actually, when it's not running, that's like my cat's favorite set down spot is to just set on it when it's not running. Um, we don't have a potty issue where it will run through the potty. I don't have it set on a timer. It will only come on when I tell it to, and our puppies are past that stage, and so that's not a thing for us around here anymore. Thank frickin' God. If it was, I'd still be pulling my hair out. Um, the only thing that I have to worry about with the Roomba is, like I said, it has issues getting stuck under things. It's also starting to get older, so its battery life isn't as long as it used to be. So instead of letting it do its thing and run around the house and bump into stuff all over the place, because we section it off. It don't go to the bedroom. It only does the main part of the house. Uh, but instead of letting it like run and do its thing and only do a quarter of the house and be like, ooh, let me bounce off this wall, that wall, and this wall, we have app that lets us control it like a remote control car and basically just like remote control car it around like the kitchen or something like that. Which isn't a set it and forget it, which is what it's intended for. But at the same time, it's also not I'm breaking my back trying to lug a big vacuum cleaner around the house. No, it's not a sensor. It's just one of the cheaper Roombas. So it just kind of goes everywhere and bounces around the room until the room is clean. Or not until the a room. It bounces around the space. So like think of like pinball. How it goes, it shoots out and it hits this wall, then it goes off to the next wall, then it goes off to the next wall, and it just goes at whatever angle it goes until it hits something and then it turns and goes again. That's what this does. It's one of the earlier cheaper Roombas and it doesn't do follow a set pattern. It's just completely random and it just keeps going until it's low on battery. And once it gets to a certain percentage of battery, then it'll sit there and it'll turn itself around, connect to its docking station, and Bluetooth find where the docking station is through the house and set itself to dock. I wish it memorized the room and would like thoroughly clean one room then go to the next. It does not. It is not that smart. But then again, we had conversations yesterday. Well, no smart house required. Don't need it. It's fine. I have a large like industrial size vacuum. It's just huge and it's a pain in the to it's a pain to get it to say function. It's not really function, just to lug it around. Like it's so heavy and it's so large that it has a self-propelled mode. But the self-propelled mode doesn't kick on until you turn it on. So as you're rolling through the house trying to get it to where you want it to go, or get it over certain areas or whatever before you turn it on, it's just a big heavy lump. Man, I remember my mom making me vacuum the house with one of those 19. It's the same size as one of those, and it's mostly steel, just like those were. I hate lugging that sucker. Fortunately, we don't have an upstairs. If we had an upstairs, that would be a whole new ball game. I quit. I quit. Instead, it's like, oh, look, it's been like a month or so since our last vacuuming with the big vacuum cleaner that does like the thorough job. Uh, sure, let's do that. I wish. Will it really not let us sell these? No. Oh, you know what we could do? How about this? It's like it's not leaving us a lot of room to put these mic stands and stuff. What if we made his little wood pallet stage bigger? How's that? Better? I feel like this guy is spending a lot on a gig that may never happen again. Like, these lamps aren't cheap. Yeah, that's too cramped. Definitely need it forward some. I'm glad we put the other. There we go. Okay, there's his makeshift stage. His money, his problem, not ours. Okay, we still have things to buy though. Uh, what if we do this? I'm sure he's going to be inviting friends over to practice with them or in front of them, so put the chairs here. That way he has the couch and chairs facing. He has a table and chairs facing. Like a nice little audience setup thing going on. Not sure what that is, but it's going to go there. Okay, and we have one of these. Let's put it here. And there we go. Bada bam. Yeah, I really wish there was more of these apartments instead of just the one. That's done. That's done. Oh no. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm also still really confused why we have air ducts with vents through two areas of the apartment, but yet it had us add extra, like 3 extra mini splits. Or no, 2 mini splits. 2 extra mini splits. I'm going to assume maybe it doesn't get enough air, so that's why. I mean, I don't know. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Let's see what we get paid. Ooh, almost 40,000 with that one. 37,199. Now let's take a look at this before and after. Now, this is what we were working with. Oh yeah, here's the bathroom. Blech. Me and my nose, thank you. It's perfect. I feel like I've started a new chapter in my life. A chapter without allergies. I'm happy you feel better. It's all because of you. No joke. The before is god awful. I tried telling you, Lotus. It was not pretty. Alright. Okay, now all we have left is the Halloween Christmas house and the co-op. That's it. Oh, no, no. I meant as far as like other people's houses. We still have our house left to do. And we now have all the tools in which to do it. Technically, we could walk through this house right now, delete everything, and, like, we could sell the whole lot of everything. I didn't want to start on something like that without discussing it first. Like, how and what we wanted to do. But, like, we could sell everything and completely remodel this whole house. We could just do, like I've already started, and just do the bare minimum. Like this room, this is the bare minimum. Technically we could call this done. This room we haven't even started yet. To be honest, I'm not real happy with this. What do you call it? The the flooring. I'm not really happy with the flooring. Let's come down here and take a. I know you're not happy with the. Is there a tan brown the upstairs for the Salmon Peak room? Actually, I'd go with the darker flooring. I'd use the same parquet, but I'd flip it freaking black. At least, cause look, you got the one wall of black trim and the brown. Oh, yeah, I know. That's why I put the big floor covering here. 'Cause in the daylight, this is a well, because it has that huge window. Because this huge window, this room actually ends up being pretty bright. I need but if I was to do something like that, yeah, you're right. There's smaller rooms like this room itself that I need to put down a like a threshold. I love this pink, Lotus. This is my color pink. Like I wear this rose color pink with black all the time. Like that's my thing. Black and pink. Scrunch his nose up. Yeah, that's my deal. That's like that's what I do. I'm more concerned actually with the size of the bed. Okay, so I hate the bed was centered on I think on this, wasn't it? The layout of the bedroom is more my like can we do it this way? Maybe? Well, even then, there's still no room to walk past it. I'm half tempted to just get rid of this chimney. Because there's enough room to walk by and put the nightstand, but you're right on the door and there's no nightstand for that side. The only way to get the bed halfway centered or where you can do anything with it is to place it on this wall. And like I said, you got this chimney space. So, okay, I know this is a game and it doesn't matter. But in my mind, I keep thinking about if I do that, then I put the nightstand next to it, then all my crap is going to fall off and be back here in this little crevice behind the bed. There's still the chimney, though. Like, there's like one brick worth of the chimney inside. But what I don't get is they didn't put any like, there's nothing here. There's no chimney here. There's a fireplace, there's no chimney. But yet you get up to the bedroom, there's chimney. And it's the same width on the outside here. So why did they decide to make it like two thicker just on the bedroom? Like it makes no sense. If they were going to do it in the bedroom, they should have brought that sucker all the way down. Am I the only one seeing that? One, two. Okay. One, two. Yeah, it should be starting like right here. So if are we keeping the chimney upstairs? Because if we're keeping the chimney upstairs, I'm fixing to bring chimney straight up right here. We fixing to block this in. We're gonna add the chimney back. Should have been downstairs. How do we feel? Like it would be here. Let's see, one, two. I have no clue how wide it is. Wait. Before we put down blocks, let's go count. Let's go count. Ah, walked right past it. One, two, three, four. Is that four wide? Ah. One, two, three, four, five. Five wide. Alright. It starts here. One, two, four, five. Come on. There we go. Lotus just wants me to cover up this zebra wallpaper. Okay. Okay, flipper tool. That button. Okay, also, here's the other thing. Okay. Look at this. This is the type of chimney we went with the rock all the way through the outside. But yet they used a different type of rock on the inside. I'm thinking we go with the outside rock. I like the gray tone better, I think. If I'm seeing that right. Than the big river rock style. Like hold Q, find serve. Yeah, it's slate. I like the slate better. I don't know, that's the other thing that makes no game logic sense. Like why would you put one type on the outside that you built the chimney out of, but yet make it look like you built the chimney out of something completely different on the inside? I think the river walk should be strictly for walkway or driveway. Well, I can't totally agree with that. Okay, the place I used to work with had an addition that on their building, like a where they added a foyer onto the building, and it was The building itself was like a gray, the big gray center blocks building that was painted on the outside, yada yada. But when they added the addition, they used this same like large stone river rock, oversized river rock looking stuff. They used that same thing on the outside of the addition, which kind of made it look. Um, it made it stand out. It made it pop, and it's used. The same style of stone is used fairly common in like uh, some of the Western style architecture, housing type thing, which it really looks good, especially with the browns and the tans and the natural looks. Or even in a log cabin, it looks great. But it's not for a what's supposed to be a modern city home. I just yeah. That already looks better. And the one thing we didn't look at. Okay, I keep floating this all around the room. This fan needs to set somewhere. Okay, I know we talked about this and I said I'd never put a you're not supposed to put a bed under a window. But honestly, how do we feel about that? It gives enough room to walk under on both sides, to reach both sides of the bed. Um, put this over here in this corner. Um, we can take the radiator and move it over here. It's not bad, not bad. Now bring the dresser back in. And it still would make sense to put your fan in here. It feels like it's roomier like this. I do need to do something with this lampshade though. Like, I can get another nightstand maybe? Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like some kind of shutters or curtains across the window. Like something maybe like floor to ceiling. Um, let's get a second one of these. Put it here. Okay. Let's go to edit style for this. Let's do something with this shade. There we are. What if we just did a solid shade? Just a solid gray? That's not bad. Maybe solid white. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Black? We can try black. Ah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of liking the white, but we can try black. See, I feel like now we're getting into too much black. Like, what do you think? Let me put that out there. Especially if we do a black, like black blackout curtains behind the bed. Okay. Backseat gaming is allowed. If that's what you want, that's what we'll do. I gotta see what kind of curtains. I hardly ever put curtains in. This situation, I think, just calls for it. I mean, hmm. Since we're putting it's the bedroom. Installations, windows, coverings. Here we are, coverings. Okay, let's just look. Okay, that's a little too short. How wide is it? Okay, we might have to put them. We might have to move the dresser and put them down, and then adjust their the length on them. But I think these will do. Let's check what color options we have available and patterns and such. Okay, we'll start here. I don't know that lace is an option. We have suede, burlap, a knit flat fabric. Um, yeah, I don't think lace is an option. The light pink. Back, back. This one? Really? Well, I guess. Then it would blend into the wall. Might not be a bad idea. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. Hold on though. Let's let's move this back out here. See, the thing about curtains in this game is if you want long curtains, you have to put them down somewhere. Then you adjust the length to how long you want them. But we can readjust this. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that down. We bring our dresser back so we don't forget it or lock ourselves out. Okay. You line up where you want this. Now, I was thinking like floor to ceiling, but not quite there ceiling, like here. But then I was like, I kind of like the idea of being able to use this right over the headboard. Like, how do we feel? I might get rid of the windowsill. We can do that, you know. Change style. No windowsill. Confirm. So that gets rid of the windowsill. I mean, you still have like a little ledge, but you don't have like, I'm fixing to bunk my head. No, 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 no. Okay. We're checking. I can do this. Why is it being mean? Maybe because of where I have the bed setting at? We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Change size. It is, it is, it is. Okay. Oh, it's arguing with the... Why is it not letting it go that far? That's as far as it's letting it go. Oh my gosh. Because of the curtains. Even though there's no curtains directly down, it's acting like there's curtains there. Should we just carry them to the floor then? Or should we raise them up a little bit? Until we're at the point that the curtains will set. Because we could... No, that don't look good. And it won't let us carry it down either. Oh. Well, we can do to there. Take them to the floor. That's what I was thinking. Okay. Yeah, no, that's as long as it'll let me make them. Back. Like, what's the difference? Okay, now I'm curious. Let me put that back there. Okay, well that will let me take these. Well, let's try this then. Okay. I saw it. I saw it. Yes! It just happens to be that curtain, I guess. That is so weird. Alright, fine. Be that way. We didn't like you anyway. Okay. Alright. Well, let's do... There we go. That is so much better. Alright. Get our little plushie. Put up here on the shelf. Okay, I'm happy with this room. I do want a threshold or something. And the curtains help balance out the black. Yeah. I'm wondering. We have these. Okay, we'll try this one first. I don't remember. I can never remember by just looking at the box, like which way something goes or will lay. Haha! Threshold! So now you have the change from the tile to the wood. So we can actually do something different with the flooring in each of the different rooms. Okay, I don't think that's going to work for that one. But this one does. Hmm. Okay. I want to try something. If we do copy style here. No, it's not doing it. Okay. I was wondering about making these lampshades. Like, what if we made the lampshade to match the curtains a bit? But in the opposite direction. Okay, so like, that's the shade color. Hold on, I need to find out what color, what color this pink is. It's general purpose pink? Is that pure pink 6? Is that what that is? That's what it looks like. Okay, okay. So I'm gonna go here. General pure pink 6. Like, how does that look? What are we thinking? I have a lefty calling in. I'm going to take that while we debate on this. I'm still here. Uh, I'm looking at a menu real quick for dinner. Well, I has those plants in this room. I need to get something else, like something for the top of this dresser, maybe a small something for over there. And I don't necessarily, it doesn't necessarily have to be a plant, but I do need some stuff for on the shelves. With big women leaves, wide leaves, not women, autocorrect. Okay. Uh, well, let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. Do we want to look at plants first, or do we want to look at like tchotchkes to see what else that we have? Mm, we also have all of these. They're more of a kid style thing. So we might want to save some of these for like maybe doing a nursery. Like where our old bedroom is, maybe do that into a nursery. Or we could redo our old bedroom into an office. I'm not sure. I think possibly a nursery to get more resale value out of the house. Office? Okay. Pets make better kids. I don't know. I know some kids might argue with you on that. Although I know some pets that might listen better than some kids. Hmm. I kind of like this little guy. Fitz, welcome in. As a parent, I can confirm. Yes. Pets are like having constant 5-year-olds around. Say the only kid I need is the overgrown 40 something or 40 something, the overgrown 40-year-old one that sleeps in the same bed with me every night. That's the only kid I need. She's enough. Because do we ever really grow up? One human being is enough right now. Do I want others in the future? Yes. Do I want children in the future? Yes. But for the moment, I am content with just me and the lefty. Besides, I got two dogs that act like 2 year olds. I'm trying to see maybe the red. Hmm, not really happy with those. What? 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 Can I do that? Um, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm trying to see what it's calling. Okay, what are these details? Oh, you can change the ear colors. Well, that's a definite cute thing. And we can make him more brown. How big is this? That's kind of funny. I wish there was some smaller flowering somethings. These are so large. I like them, but I just wish they were smaller. Maybe just the single? So it looks like he's carrying the one flower across? Okay, do we leave him here or do we put him... Let's say, do we put him over here? Sorry, trying to jump up on the bed. Um, no little monkeys jumping on the bed. Uh, I think he looked better on the dresser. Okay, what else we got? What else we got? Let's look it through what other plants we have. What's the size? What's this? That's... It's a little too floofy for a shelf. Hmm. Oh, we could do a single rose. Or a single tulip. We just need the proper vase for it. Da ba ba. Where are vases? Vases? Are they in with this stuff? Or are they... I don't think they're in with this stuff. I think they're actually in regular housing decorations. The fern would be pretty on the floor with some plants on the floor with wide leaves. Yeah, yeah. I wanted to find something for these shelves though. We'll come back to the fern. Keep the fern in mind. We'll come back to the fern. Don't let me lose the fern. But I'm trying to focus so I don't ADHD out to left field. Okay, this is all supposed to be clutter. Mm, decorations? Standing decor? Maybe, maybe. Vases. We has found them. Okay. This? I kind of like this. Put that there. Um, now back to flowers. Yeah, but I want this flower. I want the flower. We got bamboo shoots, ivy, all kinds of stuff. Let's do tiny, tiny, tiny. Oh, okay, so we can do a single here. One of these. Maybe in purple. We have the single rose. I like the single tulip, but it doesn't do enough greenery there. Bamboo would look good on the dressers by the bed. Oh, you mean on the nightstands? Probably. We can look at a bamboo on the nightstand. Um, how's this look? If I can get it to set, work with me, work with me. You know, I should have known better. It always does this to me. So that's the problem. You have to place the stuff down low. Okay, so these won't set in here. Oh, the lucky's falling again. Okay. I'm so sorry. I don't know. The rose doesn't look too bad. Kind of takes the red from the poinsettia over to that side of the room. I think you're right though. We need like a bamboo shoot or something over here on this side. Um, which means we need to go back to decorations and find something appropriate to put it in. Eeny, meeny, miny. I think this one. I don't want to go with black. What other colors do we have? Actually, can we choose ceramic? We could choose marble. These are some interesting choices. That's nice, a gray marble. Is there a jade option? There's this green marble. Uh, that don't look bad. Let's see. Let's see what the bamboo looks like in it. Lucky bamboo. I feel like the container's too big. It looks good. Are we sure? Like I could get. Let's just let's see. Tiny. Click here. Um, just as an option. Don't mind me. Okay, that's a little too small. We'll go one step up. Definitely not red. See, this one's just as wide, but I think it's going to be the height difference. Like how's that? Can I add a few bamboo to it? I think there's only the single one. Here, let's look. Let's look. Yeah, it's only the one like the singular. Like we can add a couple too there. Like maybe see about if we could get them to like interlock or something. But technically with bamboo you don't need anything to hold it. I mean, it's a tree. Oh, look at that. But look at that. The way they intertwine there. I kinda like that. And brought some green over. Okay, now as I promised, we will put a couple of more things over here. Um, we need to get a fern something or another. Mm, no. No, no. No, no, no. Well, that's bigger than I thought. The problem with this is judging the size. Round planter? Oh, the round ones up at the top? I was trying to get a medium size, like something that would go well with what we have here. I'm not sure. Let's see, that is this one. And this one doesn't come in different sizes. Down one. This is as far down as we go. This is it. There's no more down. This is what's here now. That's already setting with the one plant in it. I was thinking about something like this if it's the right size, so it still has that geometry. And then just doing a color match to that brassy color. Like, let me see if it'll even color match. Copy, paste. Oh, it does. Okay. Okay, that's tiny. That's medium. You're in the way. Ba 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 da ba ba ba. Okay, put that to there. 4-tier plant holder. In what corner? This one? 'Cause that's the only corner we have left. Because I have to have this. Either I have to have this potted plant here, or I get to get rid of this one. Because that's the only place that was left to sit. And that will not set on this. Like, it's too big. Like, will not set. I was, however, thinking about using this one, uh, like maybe down here. Not sure if we're going to use it in this color, but like right here, with several smaller plants on it. In front of the bed in the middle. What? Okay, so you want me to put this in another room, but that takes away my height from that corner. Okay, we have a lag issue. Yes, what looks good? I will wait for the reply. If you want the height in the room, put the big plant on either side of the bed in the front. You mean at the head of the bed? No, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so there's this height that you get from the curtain on this side of the room. So I need the plant on that side of the room somewhere to bring to match the height, to make it bigger. I'm you d- n- no, that it's such a broad plant that I can't put it just out in the middle of the room. Because if I put it out in the middle of the room, it's going to block all the lighting. Hold on. Lotus is saying now, hold on. She's joining me in Discord. She is getting her voiceover on this. Ah. All right, let me find her. Where is she at? There she is.
Hello.
Hello.
No, what I'm trying to say is you can move the plants over to the corners of the bed.
Which plants?
The big one that looks kind of sad.
Okay, well, if I put the big plant at the anywhere other than in that corner that I have it in, it starts blocking the light and casting shadows everywhere because it's huge. Like the surrounding top of the greenery is, oh my god, big. Right now I'm glitching part of it into the walls. Like I'm not sure if you can see the game while being on Discord.
I am on Discord, but I'm trying to mute my Discord. Not Discord, but the other thing, Twitch. Is there a way to do Twitch?
Yeah, there should be a slide button or something for Twitch. Like in where
Found
the
it.
pictures. Okay,
Ah.
yeah.
Would that go in the bathroom?
The bathrooms. I well, that's the problem. I need to put some. I got those here, and I got a small one here. But
Yeah.
it's really a floor to ceiling thing, and I tried putting it where these boxes were before I put this here, but it would glitch
Yeah.
into the shower, like through the glass wall into the
Mm.
shower.
Well, it could go in the orange because that would look better in an orange or red room because of the coloring of the plant. The colors in the plant is kind of yellow, so it
Uh,
would accent better in an orange or red room. So you could put it in the corner at the top of the stairs.
See, I don't think any of these others have that height. I mean, I could change it out for this one.
Well, that's what the that planter tiered planter thing is for, because you'll get the height. Yeah, from the tiered planter. You see what I'm saying?
I just didn't think the
But
tier.
you'll be able to see the shelf
I didn't think
that's
that
above the tiered
the
planter.
tier planter was tall enough.
That looks good there.
Yeah. See, the problem with putting it here is that I think it glitches too far. Like, okay, so I'd have to put it like all. I can't put it in the corner. If I put it here, then
Ah,
it's like in the walkway. If I put it actually in the corner,
you can't really tell it's in the wall.
okay, okay.
Now you can, but
You can't tell it's in the wall.
the way you had it a little bit, so it kind of looked more like it was out of the wall, like there wasn't a third thick.
But I'm saying, look at the wall from the outside.
Game
My
logic.
my house is growing grass, okay, and it's not the fun kind. Even pulling it away from the wall a little bit, it's still like, okay, so it barely clips, and you got the full three stem shoots. It's still flipping grass out the side of the house over here. That's
Is
my.
it really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Look at it right there.
Oh. Yeah, that corner's not going to work.
Yeah, that's why I was going to put the plant stand with the smaller plants in that corner. Like, I have no problem either.
Right there would work too.
I actually
By
thought
that shelf. Or because
about,
the problem with that corner is the coloring doesn't go well with the walls.
but I can change the
And you've got
color.
that shelf behind it.
I just moved the shelf. And I can get rid of the shelf. The shelf was just one that was here in the room already.
So you can make the plant a darker color.
Well, there it comes in three variants, and there is a variant that is darker. Hold on, let
Okay.
me get rid of
I
that
did not
shelf.
know that.
Yeah, that's the lightest variant. It's a yellowy color, but there's uh oh wait, I gotta get it away from the wall because game logic it can glitch through the wall, but you can't put it when first placing it close enough to the wall because game
You
logic.
gotta love green.
Okay.
I see that coloring is much better because it's darker and it goes with everything else.
Yeah, and see the reason I have it here is because there's a little clipping, but I have it because of the way the dresser and the chimney pokes out. I can pull it
Mhm.
forward away from the wall a bit, like quite a bit, and I
Mhm.
can pull it far enough. It's not well, okay. There's like one twig you can barely see right there at the shower, so
Oh.
that's to that wall. And then
Okay.
if I go outside and look up, ah, there's like one little leaf that's clipping through that eave up there. Like barely can tell it's even there.
I can't even tell it, but that's okay.
You have to be looking for it to see it. So that's why I was obsessed with putting it in that corner.
Well, that's fine. What you could do is another plant that's like that, then a step down, so it's medium and it goes down in three different planters.
Yeah,
Does that make sense? Like
that was the initial thought. I was trying to find okay, so I got the round planter that's in a similar style. I was trying to pick up
mm-hmm.
another planter that was also in the similar style, but the round one goes from like a medium size to tiny, and the tall one that we're using now, it only comes in the one size. So
Yeah.
whatever sizing I do, it's going to have to be with the plants themselves. So like maybe
You can tell I like doing this a little too much.
okay, so I have this.
That would work.
As long as I can put it in a spot that I don't end up with spoinkies in the bathroom.
Yeah, we don't want pokey, but
Okay, this thing is going to that hall. Like I said, this will get me the height over here, but I can use smaller plants, and then it won't be in the way and it
yeah.
won't be going through the wall.
I love that orange. But I would have put that in the bathroom. I would put the fern in front because you're gonna want the fern in front. So
Yeah, I was gonna put the fern in this one right here, in this other small one here. It's stair stepping down, so you have the tall height, the medium height, and the small height.
I would put it in front of the other plant pot plant thing with the tall one,
In front
so
of
that
the
it
taller
hides
one.
the bottom part a little bit,
Okay, well in that case,
so it's
let's.
closer to the other ones. Does that make sense?
Okay, okay. This is a group effort.
Yep, right there. That looks much better.
Okay, now we have choices.
The fern probably wouldn't look good on that one. That's pretty,
We
but I don't
have
think that'll work.
this. We have this, the snake
Snake
plant.
tongue. My mommy had that.
It's very green, very vibrant. We can do that.
Yeah, that works.
And
And
then
that actually puts a lot of oxygen in the air too. That's why my mom grew one when we were growing up.
and then we can slide our fan right there. And there's still plenty of room to walk around. Like I said, I got rid of the extra shelf. So we just have the one
Hmm.
shelf over there.
Well, you could have put the shelf on the opposite wall from that one, couldn't you?
Not there. I tried. I checked between the curtain and the wall
Ah,
here. There wasn't enough room. Not enough room for this one. I would have
mm,
had to put it over
okay.
here, but then that's kind of in the walkway, and I'd hate to walk into the room and clunk my head on the shelf as I'm going to the closet.
That is true.
I keep saying I know this is a game, and I know that it doesn't matter if it's there because it's not real life. It's not like you're going to wake up, set up, and hit your head on the shelf. You can put the shelf over the bed, but I'm like, but no, I wouldn't do that. I'd hit my head on it. Why am I doing that?
You
That's
know, you never know when you're going to get isekai, right?
yeah, right. I mean,
Better to prepare than
I
not to be.
I have my VR headset. There's no telling when Sword Art Online's going to happen.
Exactly.
Okay, okay. So now, okay. So the only other thing is, I like the carpet. I want to keep the carpet. I'm trying just to finish up this room today. I like my carpet. I want to keep the carpet. I'm
I like all the
iffy.
geometric shapes that are in there.
I'm iffy about this brown floor though.
I don't like the brown floor personally, but
But I got the gray carpet.
I'd make it darker probably because the
Yeah.
walls are so light. Most of the wall is so light in color. It wouldn't hurt to have that dark too.
Okay, so here's what I was thinking. Now, how? Okay, okay, that's it. Hold Q. All right, so that's.
That was pretty.
I was checking it. The cut
Is that
size is
tile?
a one. No,
Oh, it's
that's
wood.
it's wood. Um. Okay, so it's wood
Do they have a
panel.
herringbone style, maybe?
It'd still end up with the same ebony color. We got to pick a new wood. This is actually what I'm using for all the walls where I'm blackening the walls. It's ebony.
Mm-hmm.
If we do that,
What about that dark brown
hold on,
right
hold on,
there
hold on,
next to
hold
it?
on, hold on.
Ooh, the hexcombs,
Well, I
the
was
bunny
looking
bee.
at. I want to just plop and see how that looks.
That's not bad.
So that's what I was thinking. Something like that. I mean, then
That actually looks pretty good.
it doesn't take away from the floor,
No,
from the carpet.
how are you gonna get under the bed though?
That's for me to do off screen.
All right,
That's going to literally take me going off screen and at the end of
cussing.
stream, and I have to pull everything out of this room, take it down to the living room, and then put everything back. That's why I don't do that kind of stuff on screen. And that's also how when I was doing the earlier rehab, refurb type kind of things, there was moments where it was like, I would be like, oh, hey, guys, by the way, I ended up doing this, this, and this without you guys. Because I'd get started on one thing and then just be like, oh, but if I do this, but if I do that,
You're like, well, I mean, you've seen what I've done to my venue. I do that too. So,
it's like
or I get this idea all of a sudden, and I go, ooh, I gotta try this.
all right.
Like that dark color would look good in the hallway too, going downstairs. Ain't
Like
that zebra?
zebra. What zebra? Where?
The zebra wallpaper.
Oh, yeah, the zebra wallpaper. I also got to figure out. I found this in a
And
storage
the
room when we first
canaries.
moved in. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this because it's too wide to fit on
Like
this
the
chimney
zebras are
thing
better
now.
than the canaries.
The zebras are better than the canaries, really?
Yeah, zebras are better than the birds. It's like if you had to choose between the two, it would definitely be the zebras.
Oh, I don't know about that.
The birds, to me, the birds are too busy.
They're all kind of busy.
True. Oh, that looks really good.
Okay, I just have to end up picking up the
The bed.
well, I have to move the bed a little bit, but I had to take the carpet all the way out in the front yard.
Let's hope it doesn't
I
rain.
I, I don't understand why this game, when you pick up a piece of carpet, it stays flat and rigid. Like it would make more sense if, like, oh, they're moving the carpet, like roll it up while you're carrying it, and then when you actually go to place it again, then show it flat. Would make so
Yeah,
much more sense and be so much easier. Or to have an option to lay it flat.
but that looks
Okay,
pretty right there with the flooring.
just making sure we are all taken care of. Okay, now we put the bed back and
That looks
run
good.
outside. Well, we're
Check
running
the
out of
plants.
houses to do. So our next goal is we're going to do at least one room, hopefully like this, every week um until we get closer to the holidays because I want to kind of save the holiday houses for the holidays. Is it going to be
Yeah,
meat?
makes sense. Instead of the black lines on that carpet, I would probably do like yellow or white to match that plant. More
I don't
yellow.
I don't want to do yellow.
White would work too in this room
I'm actually debating
because of
on
the white bed.
trading that plant out for the other one that we saw. Where was it? Oh la 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 la. I think it was an ornamental. Is this one?
The pretty one, the
Yeah.
silvery one,
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, this one. To bring more of the white over but still have that dark green.
That would work. I didn't know you
I'm
could
not
plant plants in the bed.
I'm not really happy with the yellow stripies. I like the green in that one.
I'm helping design the house.
Okay. How's that?
Me, so I know what's in it.
There we go. There we go.
That looks good.
Okay, and we didn't completely fill the shelf, but there's a couple things on the shelf. But I don't like filling shelves and things anyway. I like one or two items and then leaving room for the house to grow, room for collectibles and things later.
We need a
This
clock on the other nightstand, though.
I need to sell this vase before I forget about it. A clock? Oh, like in
Yeah,
a
like an alarm clock.
okay, okay. Hmm, yeah, I think that's in clutter, but we're just gonna look it up.
Clutter. Is that what they called it?
Yeah, yeah, accessories is what they call it.
Oh, oh, the dust collectors.
Yeah, dust collectors. Hmm.
Is
Oh,
that like a chicken or a dino something or another?
it's like a dino butt. It's a dino butt.
That's kind of funny. I like the old school ringing bell ones, but I hate them in real life.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about going with that. Um,
Yeah, my mother had given me one of those. And let me tell you, it first time it rang, it went into a wall and got just shattered. I'm not a morning person. Certain sounds wake me up angry. I know that
oh,
sounds weird, but
that is so sad. They should give us three color choices. Like the face of this should stay white. I was trying to change it so the exterior was black. But if I change the exterior, it changes the face.
I like that though. But it would match too much with the dresser,
It
the
would,
nightstand, whatever I
yeah,
could call it.
it would blend too much.
What
Um,
about a powder pink?
I was gonna say we can go back with the pink again. Mm,
Do they have a lighter pink than that? Oh, that works good.
this is the pink I'm on right now. It's just the lighting. There's a magenta.
Gotcha. The one
Okay,
underneath it is what I was wondering about.
the warm pink. You could also do this. Okay, so there's rich. And I could still go with
That one is what I was
peach.
looking at. No, you're right with the other one.
And then, well, there's different shade tones. You have
That
faded
looks good. The faded looks good.
and drab. The faded? Yeah. And it's kind of.
So it's kind of powdery pink instead of like pink punch.
There we go.
I like that.
I think the only thing. Okay, hear me out here. I think I want to put this over on the actual fireplace. Bless you. And
Thank you. Can you change the painting inside the oval, maybe?
oh, I could change the painting, but I was thinking of doing this.
No, I was thinking to match the theme.
Black.
I don't know what you would do, but
There's not many choices, honestly.
I'm curious as to what the choices are, though. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. As long as it's not facing a door or
No, no, no.
window.
Uh,
It makes a portal
okay, okay.
according to decorating things. Maybe put the mirror on that wall.
Well, I was putting the mirror over the dresser. These are like these are the picture choices that it has.
Oh,
I mean that
black
one's
and
not
white would
bad.
look good.
Those are animal prints, like the anatomy of a beaver.
That's fern print. That's pretty.
Um,
That's nice. That's. What about the
there's
marriage picture? The black and white.
I mean, it could be. It could be like, oh, we picture mom and dad, like mom and dad on their
Yeah,
wedding
that's what I
day.
was thinking.
But I don't know if I'd want that for the bedroom. Like,
True.
do you really want an old-fashioned
What's that
picture of your
beside it
parents
then?
beside the wedding picture? It looks
Mm-hmm.
like a town, like a town along a cliffside.
Oh, that's cool. What about the one
Hold on,
two
hold on,
down?
hold on. I'm trying to see what other color options are. That's not bad.
What?
It should be there now. It's trees, like a foresty. But that might be too green.
Yeah,
So far,
the
I
black
think
and white looked really good there. What about the two up from that one? It has color in it. Other way. That was good though. I like that.
I like the
Yeah.
bluebell flowers, but I wish they weren't blue because blue's not really going with the room. I wish it was
Yeah.
more of a grayscale. But unfortunately, you can't change the color.
Painting, unfortunately.
Mm.
Excuse me. That's cool.
The black and white's a little
Oh,
too.
that was neat. The mountain, but that would look better right there. The carnation, I think that is. I can't tell. I don't have my glasses on.
Yeah, it's something like that. I'm not sure exactly what it is.
I like
Um,
that.
um, I think the fern.
I don't agree with you
I think of all the ones, the fern's the best.
for that spot
Like, all
because it
right.
matches colorings when they're in the room.
And it goes nicely. It pulls some of the color. Continues pulling the green accent around.
And it,
Yeah, I think we're gonna call this room done.
yep.
Awesome. Okay, so that's one, two, and move this. We'll call that three rooms down.
Are we
Amazing.
keeping the orange in the hallway?
I was gonna try to.
Because I like that orange in that hallway.
I was gonna try to keep the orange in the hallway. I'm thinking about also doing that black tiling that I just picked up
Yeah, I was gonna
in the
say that
hall
black tiling would
to
look good
bring
in that
this
hall.
black stripe down with the orange,
Mm-hmm.
but leave the brown at the bottom part, like the chair railing. That way, it still connects with the downstairs where we have the brown at downstairs.
Yeah.
I don't know. I will see. We will see. Right now, all I know is the lofty is home. So it is
I
time
love
for
you. I
me to
said hello.
go. Janet says hello. Anyway, I would thank everyone for tuning in. Reminder 2 days off. Um, no stream unless we have like a surprise stream. No stream is scheduled for Friday or Saturdays. We pick back up on Sunday with Red Dead 2 and apparently robbing a trolley.
Oh boy, I forgot about that.
Yes,
With Dutch.
with
Why is it
Dutch.
everything Dutch does has is just trouble?
Everything Dutch does is trouble, and also, I think this is one of the few times Dutch is actually going with us and putting his own neck out. Like, so I'm hoping we don't have another riverboat incident
Oh
riverboat
boy.
incident, or should I say, I hope we don't have another incident like whatever happened in Blackwater when this got started off, and Dutch ended up doing something very drastic to some woman, and now we're wanted dead or alive in Blackwater.
Ooh,
Again, we don't know exactly what happened because that was like right before the story began. It gave us hints and details.
gotcha.
But I don't think we've done anything major with Dutch that I'm remembering since then. So yeah, yeah, there's that to look forward to. So I hope
Grimshaw's
everyone
my favorite,
has
though.
a great weekend.
Yep, yep, yep.
All right. There's nothing going on. Um, how do we feel about some music?
Hmm. I think Roughcast is playing Final Fantasy 11.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got Rovcast or we got a couple of DJs.
Honestly, Final Fantasy 11 is pretty fun to watch. Wait, there's someone I think
Mm,
playing The Legend of Zelda called Angelic Kitty.
I think we'll go with Rovcast. He only has 8 viewers right now, so we'll show him the love.
All right, I'll stay in Discord with you.
Hey, thanks everyone. Stick around for the raid. Disappear after if you want. Just give some love, and I will see you in 2 days.